What up, YouTube? So today is going to be part 3 of the how to start your K-swap build series, and today we're going to be working on rx7 1993 with a k20a2 motor in it, and it's bolted up to a 350Z transmission. We're going to be using the S2000 intake manifold for now. Later this car will be going boosted and everything. I'm pretty much just here to get the car started. So right now I'm going to be getting to the wiring harness and everything. We're going to be running that to the ECU, and then we'll be tuning it, putting a base map tune on here. We got to run the fuel system as well, and I think after that hopefully this thing should start right up. Got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to start getting ready to get the harness on here. Just want to show you guys how it's looking so far. I didn't actually swap this motor in. I'm pretty much just here to get the motor running and everything, but looks like it has innovative mounts, and not sure what needed to be modified or anything, because like I said, I didn't really do the install, but hopefully by the end of this video we can get this thing started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start running the wiring harness and see how far we have to extend the map sensor. We're gonna be running B series throttle body. So we're gonna have to change out the plugs for the map sensor and TPS. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting to this wiring harness, and we'll come back and see what we got to do after that. Alright, so we're back now, and we got the harness slightly put on. I'm just going through everything, pretty much the speed and reverse, and the lockout is not going to be used on this one. I'm pretty much going to tuck all these under instead. I was just trying to make sure everything's going to line up. I got the coil packs in. The harness ran to the inside with the, see, I got the K-tuned universal kit on here, so later we'll be figuring out all these wires as well. Right now I'm actually running the fuel lines right now, so we got a feed for 8 AN and a return for 6 AN. So now that these are ready, I got them ran under the car to right here, so I'm gonna start mocking those up as well. And then got our map sensor we're gonna have to install. A couple more things and we're almost there. Still got a lot of wiring to do, but we're getting there. So gonna put the fuel regulator right here, mount that up, and then start figuring out the lines on those, and then we'll come back and see what else we got to do next after that. Alright, so we're back with the rx7 k20a2, and I went ahead and got the fuel lines ran. So I got the 8 AN coming from the bottom, straight from the fuel pump, the dual pumps, and to the fuel filter right here, and then that's gonna feed to the fuel rail right here, and then it's gonna be basically regulated from right here, and then gonna dump right back down to return. So the lines are pretty much ready to go. I also did the TPS sensor. I gotta do the map sensor. I also did the idle intake air temperature sensor, since on K series they're actually on the intake. This car is going boost, so probably better to just keep it on the actual intake manifold for now, just to get the car going and everything. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and start rewiring the map sensor, and then we can start getting to the actual interior, where we can get we need to get check engine light, oil pressure, tach, a switched 12 volt, unswitched 12 volt, and a couple other things. I also ran the ground from here to the side cover, and then one on the bottom of the transmission, so that's done as well. Also ran the brake booster line to right here, so that's ready to go. Pretty much, like I said, just need to do the map sensor. We're not going to be running idle air control valve And let's see what this is. Yeah, so this is the map. This is fan, so mess with that later. The temperature as well is going to be ran off of the thermostat housing, so I'm not going to mess with that for now. Pretty much just trying to get everything ready so we can get this thing started. Yeah, so right now I'm gonna go ahead redo the map sensor real fast, and then we got installed the gasket for the throttle body, so we're gonna get this installed. And then I think the manifold's a little loose, so I gotta tighten that down as well. Just a couple more little things, and then we'll come back and I'll show you guys the wiring for the fuel pump as well that I did, so you guys can check that out. And then we'll get to the inside of the wiring where we can get the gauge cluster working and get power to the ECU and everything. So I'm gonna knock that out and then we'll come back. All right, so we're back with the RSX. It's actually been a couple weeks since I've been down here, so just gonna kind of go over everything. So I went ahead and got the map sensor done. We installed the throttle body gasket. I actually shaved this whole plenum down and the adapter, so that's all shaved out so we can run the pretty much our 8AN fitting, or not AN, I think 16AN water to our radiator. So that's all cleared now. Right now I'm about to get ready to tighten down this idler pulley. I have to shave it down. I might have to shave it down a little bit more right here since this fuel line's kind of in the way. So I'm gonna get that, and we're gonna get our belt installed real fast since we're gonna go for the start. It'll keep the battery charging right now, and then we still got to figure out. It kind of starts up, but it dies out as well. So I'm gonna check my powers and everything, and then we'll go from there. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and get this belt on, and then I'm gonna go over my wiring and try to see if we can get a first time start on this car with everything running properly. And then we can start getting to the other stuff that needs to be done with the plumbing, the turbo, wastegate, etc., and whatever needs to be done to this car. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this belt on, and then we'll show you guys the wiring that we did to get this thing started up. Alright, so we got the car running, but coming to some problems with it shutting off by itself. I'm not sure if it's the injectors. I tried multiple map sensors, different maps on the ECU. That's actually tuned for E85, and still not wanting to stay on running. If anybody's had one of these problems before, hit me up in the comment section. Only thing I can really think is just the actual injectors themselves. Like I said, it starts perfectly with carb choke cleaner. The fuel pressure is at about 50, so everything is good as far as that. But I'm probably going to have to do some more diagnostics. The battery's kind of dead right now, so most likely going to be coming back to see if we can get this thing actually running. Other than that, if you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll probably see you guys in the next video.